Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. Welcome back to the shop. I just wrapped up a fun little sculpture right here, incorporating a little bit of stained glass and things like that. Really excited to do pretty much an entire line of 12 sculptures throughout the year. Once every month. Well, once every zodiac, I should say. But I love just the colors that you can acquire. I'll get into it later. I'll just give you a little sneak peek, before anybody else can see. But I hope you're having a terrific Sunday. Hope it's just as relaxing or as productive as you want it to be. I'm just looking forward to it. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a heck of a day. It's got a lot going on, and I don't know. It's all good things, though. When you're super busy, but it's all good stuff, you can't possibly, worry or complain about it. Hey, there's the live chat. Cheers, everybody. Good morning. Well, good afternoon, I should say. It was morning. It was morning with the tea timers. Always a blast over there with the patrons. And then we have Kim. How wonderful. Hi there, Fairy Festival for Slow Botanical Gardens. Oh, man, I wish I was there right now. That sounds so wonderful. Happy Sunday to you all. Oh, are you guys working on anything fun? I found myself on the tough side of a deadline. Go figure. Me, really? But yeah, got this sculpture all kind of linked out. I'm really excited to do this whole series. This is the first. And I like to think of it as almost like pancakes. The first pancake is always a little suspect, a little wonky. So I'm trying to give myself some grace. Lost my temper really hard last night in the shop, working late, trying to get this thing done. But I'm glad it all worked out. We're back. We're centered again. I'm sure that happens to all of you sometimes. Ooh, the notification can be slow. Oh, no worries. Jason Smith, happy Sunday. Come to say hi. Listen to you as you work on a flatbed. Jason, that's awesome. Is it a dually or half 3/4 ton down? How we doing, everybody? I hope you're all having a great day. It's a beautiful Sunday, and not everyone has connection. So I'll preface this with this: I'm a big proponent for chosen family. You know what I mean? Like your friends in your family, those that you really, the friends that can become family is what I'm trying to say. Today's Mother's Day. This could either be a very celebratory or sometimes a very hard day for some people. So I'm trying to allow room for both of you. I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day for all you mothers out there. And, for all of you kids of mothers. It's a pretty awesome day. But, hey, if you don't have connection with your mom, go out there and, have some fun with your friends, the family that you've chosen. Sometimes a hard subject matter to cover. I'm very familiar with this subject matter. Chosen family is incredible. Bingo, bango, yes. I have many mothers. I love that. I love that. Now you're the mom. How about that, Kim? Our Mother's Day is on the 22nd. Oh, you have a different mother. How fun is that? Can't wait for your bottle opener. Rage, you got one. That's amazing, partner. Oh, maybe it was when I was raging. Who knows? Yeah, because when you make stuff, you can never, get away from sometimes the infuriating frustration that can sometimes take place when you're making things. And that's not all physical stuff. Happens with writing. It could happen with anything. Any creative venture can spur anger, and that's okay. That comes with it. That's part of it. Hey, good night. 2 hours away from Monday. Whoa, watching you from Cyprus. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest. Okay. I'll try to mellow things down a little bit so it's not too bombastic for you to for me to keep you up. You know what I mean? Also, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of sleepy vibes. I could use some sleepy vibes right now, I've been spinning out. spinning out, running my gears a little bit too hot. Got to go make sales. Go get those sales. Good luck, Kim. But yeah, like it's interesting. I'm not one to be efficient with my energy. It just comes out with blasts, it's like supernova, and then it's just darkness. So trying to control how much energy you're expending at any given time because you know that you have a marathon ahead of you, that's a tough order. Rage, what'd you say? We got the member here. Can't talk about scroll casings then. Had to go down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. How you doing, Troy? It's good to see you. Happy Sunday. Man, it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna go see my mom. It's gonna be interesting. That's one of the reasons I'm also preserving my energy, not only just for the trip that's coming up this weekend with my pals, but it's a lot. It's a lot, And then after making this, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for what's to come. All that good stuff. Need the strike true patch. We need to lean in that because that's becoming a thing. It's so funny. It's so interesting where like the hello everyone, like that. I just was like, how do I greet people? I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I didn't know what to do with my hands. I was on camera and it freaked me out. I didn't know what to do. So I would just like, okay, how do I get in the mode? How do I get in the zone? Okay, I'll just do something over and over. And hello everyone kind of happened. And then now here we are. And then the strike true is catching on. So I think it's time to do something with the strike true. Do you guys have any ideas? Throw it out to you guys. Do I look like I know what I'm doing? Because I don't. No, honestly, does anybody? Interesting idea since you love circles. Oh yeah, Rach, you got to make a medieval themed steering wheel. Ooh. If I ever build like my dream rig, you bet I'll be building the steering wheel. Recovering from surgery, oh my goodness. My mother came to visit you. Oh, how just in time for Mother's Day. Nothing super serious, just on recovery. Hey, take your time. Recover. Like that's something we are never taught, is how to rest and recover. At least in this country. In the West, you just got to kind of keep it on all the time. And at least the way I was raised, you didn't have time to recover, you didn't have time to rest. And that's been a really important thing, at least for me to learn. And maybe to remind you guys about, Leather patches, ooh. Leather patches with that burned in. I could make a brand. I could like cut them out and I could brand them and then put Velcro on the backside. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, because building a brand would be a piece of cake. You know what I used to do back in the day when I was a kid? There was a deli store. There was a deli. And they would, they would sell all sorts of knickknacks and stuff. It was kind of like an old mercantile, if you will. But it had a deli in it. Awesome sandwiches, too. And I grew up going in there. And later when I started blacksmithing as a kid, 13, 14 years old or so, I struck a deal with them where I would sell brands, not big brands, not big old cattle brands or anything like that, but I'd sell little brands and I could customize them or like Let's Eat or something like that so that people could put the brand down and steal this idea. Steal it, please. They would put the brand in the coal fires of a barbecue pit, and then you'd tap it off, dust it off, and you'd brand your steaks or a big old, tri-tip or whatever, brisket, if you will. But you could brand your meat with whatever you wanted. And that was a fun little thing that got my kind of startup, I often get questions, especially from my apprentices through the Patreon, is, I've seen people brand their hamburger buns. Oh, well, see, there you go. yeah, it's just such a fun way to customize things, right? But like I get people asking me like, how do I start this? How do I start making money at it? How do I start like a clientele? And just fun little creative ideas like that, little tchotchkes, until you can like start getting into bigger, like, Copper, what are you doing? Copper's farting around. Let's get him. Come here, Copper. Come here, dude. Come here. Oh, that's my boy. We're sitting on our desk chair right now. What are you? Oh, you're never up here, huh, bud? Here, let's come over here, like that. There he is. But yeah, fun little inventive ideas. They're the best for getting started, all that good stuff. Because I feel like, yeah, it's Copper Dog. He's such a good boy. And he no longer has this little thing. It popped. Guys, it was the craziest thing. Guys, it was the craziest thing. The damn thing just popped on us. Like we were just minding our own business, and then all of a sudden, pow! And then it's all good. He was on antibiotics, but he's doing a lot better. Mr. Dog. He's such a good boy. Like, it's impossible to quantify just how much you love your, I don't even want to call them their pets, because it's not a possessive thing. It's just like we're mutual pals. It's very difficult to quantify just how much we love our animals. How many of you have pets? He's just a baby. He's just a baby. Look at him. Gotta have a shop dog. It's true. Some grungy. Oh, he's not grungy. He's actually quite grungy. But yeah, just a little Spitfire that's tough enough to take the noises and the fire and all that sparks and stuff. Companion animals are the best. Fun question for you all. Fun question. I gotta clutch my tea. I got my dog and I got my tea. What more can you ask for? Do you guys remember the golden compass? His dark materials. You know how they have their soul outside their body in like some type of animal companion. A 14-year-old Yorkie. Oh, and an 8-year-old Doberman. Oh, I bet they're the dynamic duo, huh? What would your animal be, golden compass style? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for me, it's got to be Copper Dog or a mischievous little raccoon or something like that. I feel like because it's all about the hands. I have a cat. Oh, how sweet. He's scared the heck out of thunder. Oh, I bet. Man. Yeah, what would your guys' animal companion be? Yeah, I feel like it'd just be Copper Dog. They get along well. Well, that's good to know. Very good. Man, I'm so excited total shift of thought. I'm so excited for these sculptures. Here, I'll even show you guys the drawing. Well, this is the shop drawing. But this is pretty much what's sitting behind me. And it's gonna be all of the zodiac constellations. An otter. Oh, otters are so cute. The little noises they make and their little hands and stuff. Oh, God. So cute. So cute. I get the cuteness aggression. But, so this is Taurus. I just finished it. About to start Gemini. And I'm just really looking forward to having a monthly installation. You're a Taurus? This is you. This is your constellation. Ooh, good question. Dusk. I read those books, and when I was in middle school, I always thought mine would be either a maned wolf. Ooh, cool. Or a clouded leopard. Oh, those are really cool and very rare animals. Very neat. Be cool to actually, like, if it was something that, like, can help me around the shop, like a monkey would be pretty cool. Like they can manipulate hand tools and stuff like that. Hey, Pierre, it's one of my apprentices. How you doing, partner? I look forward to seeing all 12. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. This is the first one. I'm excited to see how they develop. You know, you do something, they're always going to be different, but doing something a little bit on repetition, it's going to be an exciting thing. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting, building these 12 sculptures. And it's going to be cool too because it's going to be on like a star walk. It's a little adventure. You get to walk around and then they'll be installed at these almost like meditation spots. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty nifty. I'm excited. I'm also thinking, after all of the chaos that's going on in my life right now, all good things, Max would be a Clydesdale. I mean, I could definitely use that in the shop with pulley systems and stuff like that. Hell yeah. Hey, from the Czech Republic. Amazing. Ooh, do you have a drawing of it? Just hopped on. Yeah. So this is Taurus. This is what's sitting behind me, right? But yeah, and they're smaller than I'm usually doing. They're only about 3 feet tall, and they'll just be mounted on these concrete pedestals. I'm really looking forward to this series. And every month, I'm going to design it and then build it. And it's going to be really interesting because I don't, subscribe to a lot of the zodiac stuff, but I love the historical significance of all of these 12 constellations. It's really cool stuff. Hey, chaos is rarely bad. All right. Are the colors matched to the elements? You know. It's all earth. Taurus is earth, so it's all going to be earth colors. Gemini, it's going to be all the colors of the wind, purples and iridescences and clears, but it's all going to be texture. I'm so excited. It's going to be really, really cool. Hey, Dova, it's good to see you. Oh, this is terrific. When you draw your ideas, have you always been able to adapt it, or has it been a skill honed over time? Such a great question. I'm honing it every day. Every day it gets a little bit easier. Either I'm building from a drawing or I'm trying to understand what the steel is going to want to do. 20 years of moving steel helps a lot with knowing what it wants to do, especially if it wants to, let's say if you have a piece of flat bar, and it doesn't want to do this, it wants to do that, right? The easy way versus the hard way. So you really have to kind of see beyond the page and design to what the steel is gonna want to do. It's a very hard skill to learn. It's getting easier every day, but I'm constantly honing it, always honing it. And this leads me to my next point. You get good at what you practice. No one's born with all of these with a bunch of skill sets. Think about all the things that you're good at. I know you're going to say, oh, I'm not good at much. BS, you're good at a lot of stuff. You didn't, out the gate, know all this stuff. You learned it. You either observed it happening and you followed suit, or you made a bunch of mistakes, which are very valuable. And then you learned that way. Either way, you get good at what you practice. It's important to realize that, because then you think about like what you're spending your time doing. Like for myself, for instance, like I've become very good at making excuses for not building the things that I have always wanted to build. I'm always waiting for the clientele to commission it. I'm always just trying to like, oh no, I'll sell it to a client. I'll sell the idea to a client, then I can build it. Because then I won't be floating all of those costs. Because I'm like, any given time, you're one big cost away from falling out of the game, But I have become extremely adept at making really good excuses for not building the dream projects that I want to do. And I'm actually going to amend that a little bit. So after all this craziness, after June, after NocoCon, like I'm going to be at a convention, like a comic book convention, where I'll be performing in front of a live audience. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, but after that, I think I'm gonna pull everything out of this shop and I'm going to rebuild it because it's been the same for like 10 years, ever since I rented this building. And now that I own it, I think it's high time to make this place what it needs to be for my needs, you know? So I'm gonna stop making excuses and I'm gonna pull everything out and I'm gonna make this thing a little bit more hyper efficient. You know, make it also way cooler looking because I feel like I only got a couple good angles that actually look good in here, you know? So, just word to the wise, you know, you get good at what you practice and try not to make it be excuses because I'm guilty too, don't you worry. Why do we get so philosophical here? It's a very philosophical space, you know? Max, that's really interesting. I wonder how you can turn that wild ability into something crazy productive. Ooh, sounds like a dream shop, but it's exactly that. Oh, the dream shop is definitely going to happen. And that's where all of my attention's going. But it might happen. It might take a year or two. You know, it's very expensive and all this stuff takes a lot of time. So rather than just like letting that just stay dormant, I might as well just make this because this is going to go nowhere. I'm always going to use this space for something. Might as well make this place awesome until that's ready. You know? I don't know. It was a thought I had yesterday, and now we're running with it. So we'll see where that takes us. Copper's digging around for something, but I'm excited for these. I'm excited for these sculptures. But maybe that could be something that we could take away from today. It's like, you know, what am I good at doing that's not serving me at all? You know, Paul, good afternoon. We're getting philosophical again. Go figure. Copper dog. Anyways, I think I've redone my shop 3 times in the last 2 years. Oh, no kidding? I mean, I feel like I'm always feeling it full of work. I've always had to be like high production, working all the time. That I just have never allowed myself to like truly occupy this space. If my shop was as big as yours, be a dream. Oh, 100%. No, this is a dream shop for everybody. It's 12 by 30. It's kind of like long, but I'm thinking about maybe insulating it, and I would love to give it a color. The white doesn't serve. You know, I might almost do like spray foam and then like paint it black in here. Be cool. Because it'd keep it a little bit warmer during the winter and a little bit cooler during the summers because it gets like 120 in here, if not hotter. When the sun's beating down on this tin roof, hoot to Maggie, it's brutal. But yeah, maybe a little insulation and paint it black. And then hang tools everywhere. Because I just got like rope, like one length of rope hanging so I can put tools on it. I can do better. Paint the outside white. The outside is pretty light, but the new shop, the lid, the roof is definitely gonna be white. Good call. I wouldn't use back, it would get really hot in the summer. But on the interior, would it? I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with those thermodynamics. But I do know that if I can do some, like, get a crew out here to spray foam it, I don't know. Maybe it'd add some cool texture. It look like a cave in here. Copper, what are you doing? He's over here just farting around, digging around in this. That is cool, so happy for you and your shop. Oh, I'm losing mine this summer. I'm sorry, buddy. But I'm moving to a forage shed. Yeah, see. There's always a upside, right? Man. I'm actually about to drop this off. This little sculpture. Yeah, man cave. Oh my gosh, how funny is that? But I'm about to drop this sculpture off to the client. And I'm a little nervous because the plan is to let these rust. He just wants them to rust outdoors, which is fine. You know, it's not my favorite finish, but it totally works. So it's nice not to have to worry about things rusting. You know, it's just if it's already rusted. But it's not fully rusted yet because I finished it like at 8 o'clock last night. And I never let my clients see it like not perfect. You know, not staged perfect. And I don't know how I feel about it. I'm still a little yee. But it's got a little bit of rust started, so we're looking good. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny how those like little elements, falsehoods of control can be, you know? Just interesting. But I love the colors. I love stained glass. It's so pretty. The amount of color you can get out of it. Will be lit up. Ooh, I think it's definitely going to be lit up at night, especially from the back. Oh, gorgeous. I'm going to be doing a lot more stained glass in the future because also I'm going to hint at some more work. I have a banister coming up that's also going to have some stained glass in it, and I cannot wait. It's going to be beautiful. You have 11 more to make while that one rusts, 100%. I just want to make sure it gets dropped off. I got my deliverables taken care of. Yeah. Something tells me you'd love all the artwork from the Souls games. Oh, and Elden Ring. Oh, I know I would. I've seen clips here and there, and they look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. No, I can't say. I can't say it. I haven't signed an NDA yet, but I can't say it. I won't. And before I say it, I better... No, Rage, I can't. Rage, I can't. I can't. Because what if it doesn't work out? We haven't signed any paperwork yet. They haven't signed off on the commission yet. Blah, 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 blah. Too much information. I better go before I go spilling no beans or, God forbid, spill the tea. But I'm going to leave you back to your Sunday. Either go celebrate a mom out there. Could be a stepmom, could be your partner, whatever. You know, celebrate a mom out there. Doesn't have to be yours. But I hope you have a terrific Sunday, everybody. I love you. Don't forget to love each other, okay? Do something kind for somebody. All right. I'll see you later on. Yeah, Rage. With the custom emojis. All right. Have a terrific Sunday, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Oh, there it is.